and excitement of you getting something new. Everyone is stressed. It's 2024. God forbid. Not everyone is stressed. Earrings, oh, they get me with the earrings. I can guarantee you, I haven't done my own study, but I can guarantee you your habits will get modified. It didn't do it last year. It didn't do it the year before. It will not start doing it now. Since we know social media is here to stay, I'm not going to say cut off social media. That comes from my past frugal self. My family, we plan on buying a house this year, God willing. Like my people say, ginger you. Stop. There's no amount of ginger for that. You will stop. These are habits that people used to do. The overspending is happening because we are masked. Something else that helps me, that keeps me from overspending, is taking a look at there's a problem with buy. It's a mind game. And all those things being said in this video is just a way of playing that mind game and giving your good self the upper hand over yourself that wants to spend. A NerdWallet study showed 83% of Americans overspend. We can't deny that spending satisfies a need and helps us cope with our daily lives of responsibilities. With that said, let me share with you how I and so many others keep from overspending. Not that we're perfect, but it helps in curtailing the overspending. Having a specific financial goal for your money makes a lot of difference. It's a way of conditioning your mind to keep it from the unnecessary purchases because you focus on the financial goal. I'll give you an example. My family, we plan on buying a house this year, God willing. I can tell you there's a massive difference between my spending habits this year and the year before or the year before that. Buying a house means we need to put a whole lot down for down payment. You know how the interest rates are. And then after the down payment, we need to still replenish savings, which is going to be a lot. So my mind is focused on the fact that we need every dime for this house that we're planning to buy. With that in mind, Amazon purchases are very low. Just random purchases are very low compared to what it was the previous year. It may be a need, but I'm checking that need list twice. Do I really need it? Having a specific financial goal is a way of giving yourself, your future self, a stronger, an upper hand in making the decision of to buy or not to buy. Something else that helps me, that keeps me from overspending, is taking a look at what I have left after paying my essentials, my must pay. So if you take your income, subtract those bills or those obligations you have to pay, your mortgage, your rent, your student loan, your utilities, your car payments, and all that. Take a look at what is left. That has a way of rewiring your mind, subconsciously making you realize, wait, if I have this much left, I should have X amount saved. With this much left, why do I struggle to meet an emergency? Just seeing that amount wakes you up to the reality of where's my money going? It automatically resets your mind when you're about to shop, when you're about to spend on Amazon or wherever it is you spend, because you're reminded this is how I'm losing that money. Something practical I do to keep from spending is to give it time. There's no specific amount of time. I just don't buy right away. I never buy right away, actually. That comes from my past frugal self. I always let it sit for a bit. And then if I still need to buy, then I think it through. How exactly am I using this then? What space? Where is it going? Does it make a big difference in my life? Amazon really helps this habit because I can make a list on Amazon. I have a house list. I have my personal list on Amazon. Just putting the stuff there on the list satisfies that craving. Earrings, oh, they get me with the earrings. I just move it to my list, my personal list. And then on birthdays, anniversaries, or whatever, my husband, my siblings, or even I myself can head over to that list to buy me a gift. It's really delayed gratification made easy, but it scratches that itch of, ooh, something new I have to have. It's on the list. A big trap that gets us to overspend is buying for a new activity or a new behavior before we even start. There's several examples. Where do I even begin? It's the beginning of the year. So workout clothes and workout everything. I'm going to buy this weights and this new workout mat and this new, workout outfit. And it would encourage me, it would push me to work out. Lies. It didn't do it last year. It didn't do it the year before. It will not start doing it now. You're better off starting the habit. And then once you've proved to yourself that this is something you will sustain, then go buy. the new stuff because of social media. And we've seen people wearing all this matching sets, and it's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's cute. Now you think you have to go spend $50, spend $40 buying a workout outfit because it would, like my people say, ginger you to work out. It will not ginger you to work out because when you start working out, it's painful anyway, and you will stop. There's no amount of ginger for that. You will stop, right? What I told myself is, all right, when I hit this weight loss goal, then I will treat myself with the new outfit. But see, before buying the new outfit, I have sustained the habit for an X amount of time. Keeping busy helps a lot. Not busy working, not busy, we already do a lot of work. For those of us with kids, we already have a lot of work to do. Not that kind of busy. Keep busy with hobbies, right? Just think to yourself, if you didn't have social media, and trust me, I will never say don't go on social media. No, this is your way to figure out what you would enjoy doing. If you couldn't keep scrolling on your phone, what else could you do to entertain yourself? What else would you do to pass time? That is a way of discovering what your hobbies are. You could take up reading, you could take up coloring, you could take up painting, you could take up knitting. Look, if Michelle Obama can knit and crochet, we can find joy. These are habits that people used to do. And now, in today's day and age, in the modern world, we've replaced it with endless scrolling. Finding ways to keep busy via our hobbies keeps your mind away from feeling a need to inject the happy hormone in, which is what we do sometimes when we spend. Is to get that euphoria, that wonderful feeling of and excitement of you getting something new. Now, let's discuss the obvious. I'm not going to say cut off social media. I'm saying the way social media makes their money is advertising. Well, social media is in for their wallet. You need to be in for your wallet. Your way of being in for your wallet is to minimize how much time you spend on it and also minimize watching those channels that encourage you to constantly spend. And on the other hand, since we know social media is here to stay, the ability to scroll online 24/7 is going nowhere. In fact, it's probably going to get worse. We'll probably just be seeing it when we look. We can probably wear contact lens that will get us into get us online just like that. We can find ways to make it work for us. So follow pages and channels that teach you or that focus on financial goals or focus on saving. The power of what you watch, especially 24/7, that constant watching, the more it's in front of you, the more it sips in and the more it changes your habit. If you're constantly watching pages on people who save, I can guarantee you, I haven't done my own study, I can guarantee you your habits will get modified. Your habits will change right away because you're constantly getting that information to save, save, save. You're seeing that people can do it. Have social media work for you by following those pages and those channels and the content that encourage you to hit your financial goal naturally. You don't even have to do all that mental gymnastics because naturally it's like you're giving your good self that wants to save, that wants to invest, the upper hand above the one that wants to spend. As parents, we know how it feels when your kids want something. It's a waste of money, but they can guilt us into buying stuff. We need to build a little bit more toughness with giving in to their demands to buy. Listen, January to February is a lot easy for me to say no to buying toys. You just got a lot, use those. Past February, then it's getting harder, right? I always tell myself, just because you're crying for it today and you buy it doesn't mean they won't cry for something else tomorrow. And it's not wrong because we did the same thing when we were kids, constantly asking you to buy. And before you know it, you have a playroom of toys and they don't even spend time in the playroom because they'll rather be where you are, right? So just remember before you buy the toys, and toys are not cheap these days. Gracious, you give them $15 or $10 at Target, buy whatever. $10 can't get you anything. And the older your kids get, the more expensive the stuff they like to play with get. So understanding that kids will be kids is just what it is, but also being the adult in the situation and going, there's a room filled with toys. Play with those. This may sound as though it's going against the purpose of this video, but it actually isn't. Don't sweat the small purchases, the tiny purchases. Of course, small purchases over and over and over adds up to big purchase. See how eloquent I am? We already have to do a lot of mind gymnastics to keep from overspending or to keep from spending on the bigger stuff. You don't want to have to do that every single time, or else there will be mind fatigue. Put some money aside where you don't have to do thinking, you don't have to justify every month, this is the amount of money I can really spend that amount, no big deal. Or you have the mindset of, you know what, if it's under $5, we're not double thinking, we're not doing all this mind gymnastics. Have some wiggle room where you still have that outlet, because we are hardworking adults. A lot of us are in situations we're not even very happy with when it comes to work, or even home life. Maybe we're not 100% satisfied. Always stressed. Everyone is stressed. It's 2024. God forbid, not everyone is stressed, but there is stress, right? Life has stress. So it's good sometimes to have that outlet. Buy that slushy that is only $2.30, 34 cents to be exact. Buy that slushy. That slushy is not the reason why you're overspending. Now, if you're buying slushy every day, that's where we have a problem. Do you get the point? A habit we have forgotten because we are modern and it's 2024 is that sometimes there are free options. We are so focused to buy. There's a problem, we buy. The solution to our problems have now become buy. Let's rewire our thinking, where before we think of buying, let our first solution be, is there a free option? Your neighbor has a shovel. If you don't have a shovel by now, chances are you don't need it on the regular. Or find a cheaper alternative. Now, it's not everything you can get a cheaper alternative, because sometimes getting a cheaper alternative would actually make you spend more, because after that you end up buying the more expensive stuff because the cheaper alternative did not work out. But in some cases, it works. Is there a cheaper alternative to buying the expensive stuff so that you still meet your need but at a cheaper rate? Find another source of happiness. We can't deny, I think it's foolishness to act as though, oh, people spend just because they overspend. Spending is happiness. It's a source of happiness. As temporal as it may be, it is still happiness nonetheless. For some of us, the overspending is happening because we are masking, or it's our way of dealing with the sadness we are dealing with in our lives, or you know, depression is a deep word, but in some cases, yeah, perhaps a light depression. All you're doing with your life is just your must do. I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Well, it's time to fill our lives with some other, I don't have to, but I want to do this. Think about what it is for you. Hobby is one of those things. Cultivating relationships, spending more time into relationships, spending more time calling people, meeting up with people. Facebook is a good way to figure out what's going on in your community. Church groups, for those who do go to church, or I don't know what your religion may be, if you do mosque or what, there are usually some groups or things you can join to meet people. Putting more energy into that, finding ways to inject happiness in your life has a way of diminishing your need to spend. It's a mind game. And all the things being said in this video is just a way of playing that mind game and giving your good self the upper hand over yourself that wants to spend. These are things that really help me and keep me from overspending. Not that I'm the best and whatnot, but I think when it comes to spending or not overspending, I think that's an area I can say, there's some areas I'm not good at, but in this area, I should mention marrying someone who doesn't like spending. That also goes along with that, definitely, because I thought I was good with spending, and then my husband, I mean, between the both of us, I don't even know how we even spend at all. But not to say I'm the best at it, just to say these are tried and true ways to keep from spending. And I hope it helps you out this year so you can hit your financial goal this year. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.